In today's video, tough as nails desert raiders battle mercenary cyborgs from outer space for the wreck of a downed spaceship as we play Salvage Crew, the second scenario from the Stargrave rulebook. Well, hi folks, this is Lee from skirmishwargames.com. Welcome to the channel. I'm here with Lynn.
Hello.
And today we're playing our second on-screen game of Stargrave. This is the second scenario from the rulebook called Salvage Crew. So we played our first game, which was the botch deal, a couple of weeks ago, and kind of worked our way through the rules. And so today we're going to try to play another game and then sort of add some more elements to it that were sort of missing from the first one. So try to pay more attention to powers and things like that. So this might be considered another of our pre-season games. So we're not into our full Stargrave campaign yet with our custom crews. Mine is still under construction because I found that I can either edit video or paint in a given day, and it's kind of hard to find time to do both. So we've been doing a lot of editing to get these videos out and sort of figured we would maintain our momentum. So today we are again pulling some miniatures off the shelf and using it to assemble a couple Stargrave crews for Salvage Crew, the second scenario in the rulebook. So in this scenario, some sort of a space freighter has been shot out in space and it has crashed on this planet. And this scenario is supposed to take place in a swampy type environment, but we looked at the terrain we had and kind of decided desert was going to work better for us. So we are playing it in a desert environment rather than a swamp. And we've selected two new teams to fight over the wreck. This first team here is actually pretty similar to the Mordian Iron Guard team I used in the first scenario. But this is a team of Talarn, and the only thing really different about them is they have a sniper, this guy here, rather than a grenadier. But the nice thing about this formation, it is a captain, it is a first mate, there is a sniper, and a recruit, and the rest are all troopers. So if you were using a regular Imperial Guard type squad that you had in your collection, this is an easy way to take that and translate it into an instant Stargrave crew. So this team of Bandit Desert Militia is led by Captain Aberus. He is a veteran, and he is backed up by his trusty Sergeant Core. That's that guy there. And as I said before, they have a team of 6 troopers. Pretty simple. A recruit, that's Smitty the recruit, and then a sniper here. So my band of Talarn Desert Bandits, the Sand Devils, will be fighting this spacefaring crew that has landed to kind of pick the bones of the wreck. And they are led by a cyborg and a mystic, correct?
Correct. We've got Captain Richter, the cyborg.
And then you have your mystic here.
Thaddeus, the mad mystic.
Okay. And this team is configured a little bit differently. So while the Desert Bandits were mostly troopers, so that was the backbone of their team, was all these troopers, this team is made up of a few expensive units like
Max, the armored trooper, who is a robot.
Right, and then you have a couple guys over here who are commandos. So these are cyborg commandos. Then you got these two guys here.
The hacker and the chiseler.
Okay, so the hacker has this metal hand for breaking into data, and the chiseler has this saw arm for breaking into safes. So the armored trooper robot is very expensive. The commandos are medium expensive. So to round out the crew and get to a full complement of 10, we had to add some 0 credit recruits. Actually, these are runners. They're not even recruits.
They're runners, yeah.
So these guys are just running into battle with their kilts and their knives and their handguns. And yeah, I guess they'll be taking a few bullets for the more expensive troops, right? These are the meat shields.
Well, they're speedy. They're hoping to get in and get out.
That's right.
That's their job.
Hope springs eternal. So yeah, maybe they can make enough money on this score
to get some armor?
To buy some armor. That would be
that
great.
might be good, yeah. I think that's their hopes and dreams, is to actually have some armor for a change.
Right. Send me in with a shirt, at least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'd be very remiss if I didn't mention our friend Perry. Perry is the gentleman who has painted and or converted most of these figures in here for the cyborgs. So yeah, the cyborg team has a real mix of old school minis in here, from Warhammer 40k to Necromunda to Warhammer Fantasy to I don't know what else. But anyway, great job, Perry, and thank you very much for allowing us to be the new stewards of your work here. And we'll take good care of them, and they will fight forever online for the entertainment of the YouTube masses. So can't ask for much more than that. And just to give them a little extra boost in today's battle, they'll be supported by this Void robot here. He kind of reminds me of Ed 209, so maybe he's Ed 217 or something like that, but he's going to be the armored trooper to back up the rest of these guys. Yeah, and this Mystic actually has some interesting powers like control animals. So in this scenario, there's these bat-like creatures that show up from time to time. We don't have an actual bat, so we're going to use this guy instead. And if they do, he'll be able to throw a hex on them and sort of bring them into the crew. So they'll become crew members for the course of the game. So that could be fun.
Extra fodder.
That's right. Our big bat bird creature. All right, well, that's a quick look at today's crews. And now let's get on to the game. Okay, well, here we are. This is game number 2 in our Stargrave series, and this is Salvage Crew. So apparently this space freighter has been blown out of the sky, and it's crash landed here in the wasteland. And the main treasure, the primary objective, is hidden inside the armored cockpit. And so if a character gets up to any point of the cockpit, they can try to unlock that. We don't know if it is a physical loot token or a data token, but it's in here. This is the main one. And the defensive systems are still kind of working. So at the end of each turn, this ship will actually take a shot at whoever's closest. And also, there's going to be some of these bat creatures. We don't have any actual bats, but these are Ryakans. From turn 2, depending on what the lower initiative player rolls on his initiative roll, these may or may not come onto the board. So those will come up in the corners. And that might be interesting because Thaddeus the Mad, Lynn's first mate, can actually control animals. So he may be controlling some bats, or at least one bat, during the course of the game. So we have pre-deployed our forces. We'll show you those in just a second. And we have placed the loot tokens. And in addition to the main loot token here in the ship, here's a physical loot token here, a physical loot token here, a data token here, and a data token here. So yeah, this freighter was shot out of the sky and it crashed into the desert during the night. It shot down like a shooting star. So when dawn broke, the Sand Scorpions here, the desert militia, said, we're going to go and pick the bones of this thing. So here's Captain Albius and a couple of troopers, actually 3 troopers. And over on this side, here's Sergeant Core and 3 troopers. And way over on this side, we have Smitty, the recruit, and the sniper. But to their chagrin, they've noticed that they have some rivals. So apparently this ship full of cyborgs and cyborg wannabes has landed on the other side of the wreck, and they're moving in. So on this side of the wreck, we have Thaddeus the Mad. He is not a cyborg. He is a crazy mystic, but he has a lot of really weird powers. This guy here is actually a chiseler. So he is specialized for safe cracking. And then this guy here is a commando. So there is a cyborg commando over there. Then we have another commando and a bunch of these cheap runners here. So there's a bunch of half-naked runners on the board. And the reason this team has so many runners is because they're free. So they could afford to pay for this armored trooper here, Max the Robot. And he's pretty expensive. So not only does he cost 150 credits, you have to spend 50 credits each game just to gas him up and get him ready for battle. Then here's Captain Richter the Cyborg. And this guy here is a hacker. This is a cyborg hacker. So that is the cyborg crew, and they're going to be trying to get whatever juicy loot is in that cockpit, as well as everything else. All right, let's roll for some initiative here. I got a 17, you got an 8.
I like you to have initiative on the first round so that you can go out in the open instead of me.
Okay, we start out with the captain phase. So Captain Aberus is going to activate with these 3 troopers who are all within 3 inches, so they can activate with him. He has a movement of 5 because he's in heavy armor. Now, if he starts getting close to this ship here, this cockpit, it still has defenses, and so it's going to shoot at whoever's closest at the end of the turn. But those guns can be taken out either by shooting attacks or physical attacks. It's just kind of difficult because the ship has an armor of 20. So whatever you do, you have to do 21 points of damage. So even though it only has 1 hit point, the armor is pretty thick, so we'll see if that becomes an issue. So Captain Albius is going to move his 5. And then he's going to move another 2.5, his half movement. Or maybe he'll activate a power. Maybe he'll do that, because that gives him a free power move. So Captain Albius is going to attempt to do coordinated fire, which gives one of his troopers a firing bonus. So he is going to give this guy here a firing bonus if he succeeds. So he needs to roll a 10 to succeed with his coordinated fire power. But before we do that, we're going to roll for armory for Sergeant Core, because he forgot. That's a before-game roll. He got a 15, so he succeeded, so that gives his pistol +1 damage. So Sergeant Core gets a boost. We'll give him a little token here to remind us that he's rocking a heavy pistol. Now Captain Aberus needs a 10, and he got a 12, so he succeeded. So he succeeded, giving one of his troopers a firing boost, which is good.
How many can he do that to in a game?
Theoretically, he could give everybody a firing boost if he was successful every time he tried it, and that's all he did. But any one trooper can only have one. And then Captain Albius, because he used a power, gets to move his 3-inch power move. So that should take him to right about there. So he made a power move. So then I have these 3 troopers, and they are all individually, there's no one to shoot at yet. They are going to move up their full 5, and then another 2.5.
So they all have heavy armor?
Yeah, troopers all get heavy armor. There's the guy with coordinated fire. All right, 3 troopers moving along toward the center of the board. So there's Captain Obaris of the Desert Militia, along with a bunch of troopers, and they're moving in. So over here we have Captain Richter, we have a hacker, and we have the armored trooper, Max. Are they going to all activate together, do you think?
They're going to all activate together. So Captain Richter has a move of 7. Max, the armored robot, has a movement of 6. And the hacker has a movement of 6 as well. So they're all going to move. Captain Richter is going to try to activate his power of energy shield. Energy shield is a small shield that forms around the user that absorbs 3 points of damage. Its activation is 10 with no strain. 16, so he has a shield.
So Captain Richter activated an energy shield, which will absorb some damage, and he gets a 3-inch power move.
Does he have to climb over this, or is that low enough that he doesn't?
It looks low enough.
Yeah. So I'm going to move the hacker. He's going to move his 6. And then his other 3. So he's right behind Richter. So Max is going to move up, do his 6, and then his other 3.
He moves pretty fast on those armored legs, on those powered legs.
Yes, he does.
So there is your captain, that's Captain Richter. There is the hacker, and there is Max, the armored trooper. And they're all moving up. So that was the captain phase. Now we're into the first mate phase. So Sergeant Core here is with a cadre of 3 troopers. So I think Sergeant Core is going to move, then he's going to try to do a power. So maybe he'll do coordinated fire or Void Blade. He's got Void Blade too. And actually he moves 6, so he gets a boost to his speed because of one of his veteran abilities. So there he is in the cargo hold of the shot down freighter, and he's going to attempt to activate a power, Void Blade. He needs a 14. And he got a 7, so he didn't do it. But he can make his free power move.
So you always get to do the power move, or only if you succeed?
Always.
Always, nice.
Either before or after. Then these other troopers are going to move up behind him. They move 5 because they're heavy armor, so with their second move, their half move, they move 7.5 in total. So
can't quite catch up to him, but that's okay.
Can't quite catch up to him. So there is Sergeant Core and 3 troopers, and they are just moving forward. So now it's the Cyborgs first mate phase. We have Thaddeus the Mad, the Mystic. We have a Chiseler, and we have a Commando.
We're going to activate Thaddeus with the Commando and the Chiseler.
Okay.
I think the Commando has a 24-inch shoot range. How close do I have to get? How far up do I need to be? Not far at all. So if he moves his move, he can shoot.
Yep, Commando definitely could move and shoot.
So he is going to do that. He's only got a movement of 5 because of his heavy armor, though. But we'll get up a little closer.
He doesn't look like he's wearing heavy armor.
Well, you just don't see it. It's that invisible stuff that we have made.
He's got, yeah, impervious saran wrap.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Commando would like to shoot over here. This stump is kind of in the way, so that'd be intervening if you were shooting at Sergeant Core. But you could shoot this other guy.
Your trooper, it looks like I can do it without intervening terrain, which is good since he moved.
Okay, so the Commando moved, so it's a hasty shot.
But he does have +3 to shoot.
The trooper has a fight of +2.
So it'll be +2, +2.
+2 versus +2. Commando shooting a trooper. I got an 18. You got a 22. Okay, so you do 22 plus 5. You do 27 points of damage. So the Commando did 27 points of damage with that crit. The trooper has an armor of 11. So that's 16 points. He's only got 14 health points. So this trooper is eliminated. Are you proud of yourself? Shot this poor little trooper.
I did shoot the poor little trooper.
So this commando basically shot this poor little trooper here, knocked him out of the game. We don't know if he's dead or not yet.
We can always put him back together with cyborg parts and have him join our team.
Oh yeah, you could take the biological parts that you want and add a cyborg brain. Okay, so that is the commando. He shot. And now you have your mystic and your chiseler.
Yeah, Thaddeus has a move of 7. He's pretty fast. He's not weighed down by much armor at all, just his robes. And the chiseler's pretty fast too. He's got a movement of 6. They're both going to try to find some cover on the way to get to that physical loot. Since they can't get there yet, we don't want to be out in the open where the other guys can shoot us that are left.
Right, because now they have a bone to pick. They have a vendetta now because you killed their brethren.
I did. It's very unfortunate. I'm just gonna...
Thaddeus must die.
Thaddeus didn't do it.
Thaddeus gave the order. So Thaddeus the Mad, your chiseler, and then the hated commando who shot one of our little troopers.
Good job, little commando. I knew I hired you for a reason.
Okay, so now it is soldier phase.
Soldier phase. No, you only have 2 left, don't you?
2, yes. I think I have 2.
I have a bunch of runners left and 1 commando.
I think I have a sniper, and I got Smitty the recruit. Old man Smitty the recruit.
He's pretty wily, though, from what I've heard.
Well, we'll see. So, let's see. Smitty has a move of 6, because he's just a recruit in light armor, so he's going to move his full 9. And another 3. So that's Smitty. And the sniper is going to try to get elevated position in these rocks here. He can move 6, so that means, let's see. That's about 2 inches to go up 1 inch there. Another 1.5 inches, so that's 3.5 inches. And that's about 1, so that's 4.5 inches. And let's see, so he can move another 1.5 inches. I think he's happy there right now, though.
Is he going to fire at anyone? Is he in range?
So there's the sniper. On his semi-elevated position, he has a range of 24. Anybody in range quite yet?
Not there.
Not there.
Not over here.
These guys are kind of behind the airplane wing. So let's see. Well, he might as well climb a little higher then. He can move another 3. So, yeah, he's in his elevated position, but he can't shoot anybody yet. So, yeah, eagle eyes up there looking for a target. And so that is my soldier phase. Okay, now it's your soldier phase, and you have a commando right here, a cyborg commando, and 3 expendable runners who don't even have tank tops. Maybe if they're successful in this mission, you'll give them a souvenir t-shirt to cover their nakedness. They're not encumbered by any armor, so they're pretty speedy.
Yeah, so they're just going to run up here, and he's going to stand next to the loot there.
The data loot.
The data loot. And
All right.
see what he can do next time. The commando can only move 5, but I don't think he's going to move his full movement. He's just going to come up behind here and grab some cover from whatever's burning here.
From the toxic smoke cloud.
Yeah,
Tastes like jet fuel.
he doesn't care.
He has a good lung filtration system.
He does. And these guys are going to go, the other runners are going to get cover over here.
Okay, hide behind them. So they scattered.
They scattered. Just in case the other team has any grenades that we don't know about.
All right, so there's cyborg minions all over the place. Cyborgs and cyborg wannabes, apparently.
Yes.
Okay, this is the end of turn 1. At the end of the turn, the automatic defense system of the ship is going to shoot at the closest character on the board. So it might be the captain there.
I think it is.
What is that about? 6.
6. And that's more than 6.
Some of you guys are relatively close, but not super close.
And they're not in, those guys aren't line of sight.
So Captain Abaris has a fight of +5. The ship is shooting with a shoot of +3. So I got a 13 versus an 18. The ship has hit the captain. So the ship shot the captain with an 18. The captain's armor is 11, so it does 7 points of damage, and it stuns him. So that's unfortunate. So that brings him down to 10 health points for the poor captain. Should have had his energy shield up. That would have been helpful.
That would have been helpful.
So the ship shot the captain, your commando shot one of my troopers. Yeah, so far the cyborgs from space are giving the sand devils a tough time, so we'll see if they can recover in turn 2. However, turn 2, we might see some bat creatures, some Ryakans.
We might.
Depending on what happens. So, all right, now it is turn 2. Time to roll for some initiative. You ready?
Yes.
I got a 20.
Ooh.
You got a 19. I have initiative. So Lynn was the lower initiative roll, and it's an odd number, so you get to place a Ryakan. So imagine this is a big, disgusting bat bird creature. This bottle doesn't have any wings, but use your imagination. And normally he would be in the corner, but for thematic purposes, we're letting him enter at the top of this peak. So he has entered here. And in the creature phase, he will attempt to wreak havoc. So now the sniper is going to have this bat thing to contend with, and the sand devils, their day just keeps getting worse and worse. But it is my initiative. So captain phase. So the automated defense systems of the crashed freighter took a big chunk out of Captain Ibarus there. So, he'll have to decide what he wants to do.
He's also stunned, so he has to use one of his things to take off his stun.
He is stunned, absolutely. Yeah, so normally he'd get 2 actions, but now he has to remove the marker and just get 1 action this turn. So he shakes it off. He shakes off that 50 caliber round that bounced off his chest piece.
Can he make it there?
He can't quite make it to the ship in his move, but he can make it over here to this physical loot.
Very nice.
So he's going to move over there to this physical loot. So the captain has moved up to this crate.
Oh, who was activating with him?
These 2. This trooper here is going to activate, and he is going to move his 7.5 to get up to the ship. So he is next to the ship, so he's probably going to draw some fire.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will be closer than that.
And this trooper here, the one with coordinated fire, is going to move about 5. So he'll move up to here. And then we'll say that's 2 to get to there. And from his position here on top of the debris pile, he is going to shoot at your chiseler over there.
So he still gets cover, right? Because he's right next to it?
Yeah, he's going to get cover.
Okay.
Let's find out what kind of cover he's going to get. So the chiseler is well hidden behind this stump. So let's see, what kind of cover would that give him? The target is in contact with solid cover that covers half or more of its body. I would say that would be that. So he gets +4 on his fight. So the chiseler's fight is +1. He gets another +1 because it's a hasty shot. And he gets +4 because he's behind the stump. So a total of +6. And the trooper is shooting with a +3. Critical hit. Oh, almost. 22 versus your, what'd you get? 13.
13, yeah.
22 versus your 13. So I did 22 versus your armor of what?
Armor on the chiseler is 10.
10, so 12 points.
So he is dead.
Oh, I killed the chiseler.
You killed the
Take
chiseler.
that, chiseler. You chiseler,
There
you.
will be revenge.
There will be a horrible revenge.
Yeah.
Shot right through that stump. And I think that's it for my captain phase.
Okay.
So yeah, the trooper here shot the chiseler because he was mad because the commando shot his buddy over here. So now it is the cyborgs captain phase. Here's Captain Richter right here. Here is a hacker. And here is the robot armored trooper.
So he's going to activate with the hacker and the robot.
Okay. So Captain Richter, the hacker, and the robot. And Captain Richter has a energy field.
So robot has a movement of 6. So 5 to there.
So your robot is moving up.
And then 1 to here.
Okay. So the robot moved around the tail section of the ship and was considering who to shoot at. And so for a moment, Lynn was mulling shooting at this sniper. But she is instead going to shoot at this trooper over here, hoping to take him out so that then the ship will shoot at the captain.
Again, yes.
Oh, wow. What a plan you weave. All right. So
It's a double-edged sword, but because that means the sniper will still get to shoot at me.
So Max the robot, the armored trooper, is shooting at the trooper over there by the ship. Okay. So the trooper has a fight skill of +2. He gets an extra +1 because you're firing while you're moving. So that's +3.
To my +3.
So +3 versus +3. So go ahead and roll your attack from your armored trooper.
Ooh.
So you got a 12, and I got a 21.
Okay,
22.
so you are good.
So I'm good.
I missed. That's okay.
So this trooper here breathes a sigh of relief.
Don't breathe it too long. Because Captain Richter has a movement of 7.
Yeah, he's speedy.
Mm-hmm.
So Captain Richter is moving up. So Captain Richter has moved up, and he's going to shoot at that trooper there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the trooper's going to get some cover. So this trooper here is going to get light cover from the ship, and then Captain Richter is shooting at him.
And he gets +1 because of the hasty shot.
Okay, so I get +5, +2 for fight, +1 because of hasty shot, +2 because of cover. And what is your shoot?
+3.
+3. So +5 versus +3. So you got 15, and I got a 16.
Okay. We're not having much luck taking out that guy. He's got too much cover. So, the last one is my hacker. And the hacker is going to do what he does best. He's going to hack.
Hacker's got a hack.
Yep. So he can get there.
He's going to move up to the data token.
And hack it.
And attempt to hack it.
So he's got a deck, so he gets +6 to unlock data.
Right. So the hacker needs to get a target number of 14. He gets to add his will to the die roll, which is +1, and then his deck. So +7 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 or better. And he doesn't get it. Oh my God. Does not unlock the data loot. You need a better hacker.
I guess.
So in your captain phase, the robot moved around the tail section here and took a shot at the trooper but missed. Captain Richter moved up and took a shot at the trooper and missed. And the hacker moved over to this data token and failed to unlock it even with his hacking abilities. So.
Pretty sad day.
Womp womp. So as the first mate phase, the Sand Devils have initiative, and Sergeant Core needs to decide what he wants to do. He's probably going to activate with both of these guys. Sergeant Core is going to move his 6. Time to activate a power. So there's Sergeant Core right here. He's going to attempt to activate Void Blade, which is a 14. 16, he did it. So he powered up his Void Blade. So he has Armory and Void Blade. And he's going to take his power move and move up to this crate.
So Void Blade gives you +2 in a fight and +3 against shooting attacks?
Yeah.
And it can't be destroyed.
And it cannot be destroyed. That is Sergeant Core. These other two troopers. This one's going to move his 5. And he's going to shoot your commando. So this trooper here is going to take a shot at that commando there. You get a +1 because I moved.
So I'm +4.
+4. Your fight is +3?
Mm-hmm.
My shoot is +3. So +3 versus +4. I didn't do very well.
No.
So that missed. This final trooper is going to move his 5 and get almost up there. About to right there. Yeah, I'd like to shoot at this guy here. But I think what I'll do instead is I will move to right there.
You might want to just put your token there.
So that was my first mate phase, and basically we just moved forward. Now it is your first mate phase.
Yep, and my first mate can only activate by himself because no one else is close enough because they all scattered.
So Thaddeus the Mad is your first mate. He is all alone because his helpers have scattered, and he's hiding behind this plume here.
Well, he's sucking it all in.
Oh yeah, he's enjoying the vapors. So what's he going to do?
He is going to try to activate Energy Shield. He needs a 14.
Okay.
17, he got it. All right, perfect. And he's going to do his move and his power move. So first his power move, which is 3.
So Thaddeus did his free power move, and now he's going to do his regular move of 7, right?
Mm-hmm. He wants the critter as well.
He wants the crate. You're convinced there's a critter in there? I'm not so sure.
I am convinced there's a critter in there.
So Thaddeus the Mad is running right up here, and there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 desert militia right in the way.
They don't call him Thaddeus the Mad for nothing.
Right. Okay, so that is the first mate phase. Now it's the soldier phase.
Soldier phase. You have 3 soldiers left, I think.
And some interesting things are going to happen.
I have a feeling so.
Okay, we have Eagle Eye here, the sniper. And who can he shoot at? I think he can shoot at Thaddeus. Let's see,
maybe not.
No, he's not in range.
All right.
So he'll have to shoot at your robot instead.
Yes, he will.
So that's definitely in range.
That is definitely in range.
So the sniper up here is going to shoot at the robot down there. And the sniper has a shoot of +4. He has not moved.
The robot has a fight of +4 too.
So it's even.
It's even.
+4 versus +4. I got an 11 and you got a 14, so the shot missed.
Glanced off his heavy armor.
And then I suppose I can move if I wish to. So the sniper will move over here. So the sniper here shot and missed, then he moved. This trooper here is going to take a shot at this bat bird thing, so it's not going to harass the sniper. So we'll see if we can take it out. The trooper has a shoot skill of +3, and the Ryagan has a fight of +2. So I get a +3. You're rolling for the bat bird.
I am.
So I got a 20.
Yep.
Okay. So 17 +3 is 20. The Ryagan has an armor of 10. So that's 10 points, and its health is 10. So that is just enough
to take
to
him
get
out.
rid of the bat bird. And Smitty moves 6. He's just a recruit. Smitty is going to move 6. And he's going to shoot at your captain. So Smitty dashes around the debris and takes a snapshot at Captain Richter. Captain Richter is going to get a little cover from being tucked in there, and Smitty is doing a hasty shot. So Smitty gets a +2 for shoot. What is your fight?
+3.
+3, plus you get +2 for light cover, and +1 for hasty shot. So +6 versus +2. Come on, Smitty. 12, 14. Well, I got 14 versus your...
8.
Is it 8? Wow. So I won.
Yep.
So Smitty did a 14, so your armor is 10, so 4 points of damage. Normally go through... You have a 3-point energy shield.
So he takes 1 point of damage.
So the energy shield goes down, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
So Smitty shoots Captain Richter, takes down his energy shield, and does a point of damage. So Smitty may not survive, but his exploits will be remembered.
That is your soldier phase.
And that is my soldier phase, and they did pretty good. So this trooper took out a bat bird. The sniper didn't hit anybody, but Smitty redeems the honor of the regiment by putting a small hole in Captain Richter.
Well, your trooper did take out the chiseler.
Oh, but that was not during the soldier phase.
Oh, that was the other one.
Okay, so now it is the cyborg soldier phase. So this commando here is going to shoot at this trooper who took a shot at him. Trooper has a fight of +2.
Commando has a shoot of +3.
All right.
6.
So you got a 9, and he got a 17.
Okay, so he did nothing.
Now I think he can move if he wants to.
He can. He's going to move right up here.
Move up behind the stump.
Yep, so he has cover.
All right.
The runner is going to try to unlock the data token.
Okay, so you have a runner here, and he's going to try to unlock that data token.
And he's got a will of +1.
So he needs
13 or better.
13 or better.
No.
Does not do it.
Time to turn in the dice.
All right.
Get some better dice.
Does that runner there want to move? Or he wants to stay there and try again?
He wants to stay there and try again.
Another turn. Okay. So your commando here wants to take a shot at somebody. This big cloud is kind of in the way.
Mm-hmm. But it's not in the way for that guy. But you do get intervening terrain, I think.
Right. So commando over here, shooting this trooper who's really standing here. Mm-hmm. And so trooper has a fight of +2, +1 because of intervening terrain.
So +3 and +3.
All right, take your shot. Ooh,
19.
You got a 22.
22, yeah.
And I got like a 16. So you won. So 22 versus his armor of 11. You do 11 points. I think he has a health of 14. You hit him pretty good, though.
So he's down to 3 and he's stunned.
And he's stunned. Okay, you got 2 runners here, and they're going to run, I guess. Huh?
Yep, runner's got to run.
They're going to run and run half again, right?
Yeah. So they have a move of 7.
So one runner has run up behind your hacker.
Now what does the other one want to do? The other runner is going to go up and help at the data token
right.
with the other runner.
So you have one runner at the data token already. Another runner is running up to help the first runner
Correct.
at the data token. Okay.
We have no monsters, so there is no monster phase.
There's no monster phase because we shot it. It is the end of the turn, though, so the ship is going to take a shot.
And I think that trooper is kind of the one.
The ship is shooting with a +3 shooting attack with its automated defenses. This guy here has a fight of +2, so it's +3 versus his +2.
Okay.
5 for the ship.
Not very good.
So the ship got a 5.
You're fine.
He got a 16, so
he's
fine.
a pretty dodgy guy.
Well, he's hiding underneath the level of the guns, so it's shooting over his head. All right, so that is the end of turn 2.
It is. Collect your red tokens.
Tokens everywhere. Some of them I don't remember what they are anymore.
The purple ones are where you are actually standing.
So casualties so far, one Ryakan was shot out of the sky. The Cyborgs lost their Chiseler, and the militia lost one of their troopers. Though a couple of my guys have been hit pretty hard. I got one trooper who's down to 3 points. The captain's down to 10 points, and I think your captain took 1 point of damage.
Yep.
So that is the casualties up to this point. As we go into turn 3, so let's roll for some initiative. I got a 14.
I got a 20.
So it is your
I
initiative.
have initiative.
And since that is not an odd number,
no Ryakans come into play.
No man-bats descend. Okay, so it is your captain phase. Where is your captain?
My captain is over here.
It's over there. So Captain Richter is over here. He just got shot by Smitty last turn, and now it is his captain phase. All right, what's Captain Richter got on his mind, on his cybernetic half-robot mind?
Revenge.
Programming dictates revenge.
He's going to shoot Schmitty.
Schmitty?
Yeah, since he's in range. He's got a +3 to shoot.
Okay, Smitty doesn't have much of anything. Smitty has a fight of +2 and armor of 10.
20.
Is that a 20 or is that a 1?
I don't know.
I'm sorry to tell you, that is a 1, not a 20. Critical miss, you have jammed your weapon. Paff! So Captain Richter shot. He jammed his weapon. But now he's going to move up and engage Smitty. So Captain Richter, in a fit of rage, has charged into poor Smitty. And Smitty will have to fight him on the soldier phase. Poor Smitty. Now, was Captain Richter activating with anybody else?
Yes, he was activating with the hacker and the runner.
You have the hacker, and you have the runner, and the hacker is next to this data token. So the hacker is going to hack away, right?
Yep, the hacker and runner are both next to the data token. So if the hacker fails, the runner will do it.
All right, so the hacker has a will of what? +1?
The hacker has a will of +1, but he does have unlocked data, so +6, so +7.
So the hacker has his hacking tools. So he gets a +7 on his roll, has to hit a target number of 14. So 7 or better to unlock the data.
He does.
And he does. So he unlocks that data token. So the hacker has hacked that data token, so it is now open. Somebody needs to download it. The hacker could download it now and not move, or this runner could download it
and then
move.
We're going to let the runner download it and move.
Okay.
Because he can go off any edge of the board, right?
Yeah, he could run off the board.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. The hacker said, okay, I've unlocked it for you. Now your job is to get it the heck out of here.
Run like the wind.
So the runner is going to download the token, the data token. And he has a move of 7, so he can make it off the board.
All right. So the runner runs his full 7 off the board, and he's going to take his stolen data
back to the base.
Back to the cyborg ship. All right, so that is your captain phase, and you're down one runner because he's run off into the desert with some pirated movies. So it's been a little while since we checked in on Captain Aberus, and he's actually by a loot token here, so I think that's what he's going to try to do is pick up that box of loot. So Captain Aberus has a will of +3. He needs to hit a target number of 14. So let's see what happens here. 11, so 14, he got it. So he is going to pick it up, and he is going to start to move 2 this way and a ½ inch this way, hauling his box of loot. So that is Captain Aberus taking advantage of the situation.
Was anyone activating with him?
I suppose I will say no because I didn't really check, and this guy might be outside the 3-inch bubble, so we will say no.
Okay.
So Captain Aberrus activated and moved. So here's Captain Aberrus. He's kind of wounded anyway, so maybe that's not too cowardly to take some loot and run away. So that is my captain phase. Now it is the first mate phase for the cyborgs. So it's the cyborgs' first mate phase, and Thaddeus the Mad is thinking about using a power way over here on Captain Aberrus. And we check, and he can just barely see a little bit of his shoulder, so he could do that if he wanted to.
And the other option is to try to unlock that loot, because he's got +4 to will, so he only needs a 10 or better. Let's try to unlock the loot.
Okay. So Thaddeus is going to try to unlock that loot. He's got a will of 4, right? Target number of 14, 10 or better. No.
Nope.
Doesn't quite do it. So now he can do a move action if he wants to.
I think he's going to move 7 and come up over here.
He's mad, but not that mad.
Yeah, he's mad, but not that mad. There's a void blade there.
So Thaddeus the Mad tried to unlock that crate, was not successful, and then did a hasty retreat. So now is the malicious first mate phase. So Sergeant Core, I cannot remember if he was in base to base with this thing or if he was still away.
I think he was there. I think he was on it.
Okay. So he is going to attempt to unlock that crate.
Is anyone going to activate with him?
Anyone who can, like this shooter here, can.
And you're measuring to there.
That's actually a good point. So if this shooter is actually here, then he's not quite in range to activate. So the sergeant will be activating by himself. He has a will of +2, so he needs a 12 or better. So Sergeant Core needs a 12 or better. He gets a 10. He doesn't quite do it.
Is he going to move, or is he going to stay in base-to-base contact with the loot?
Well, I think he'll stay where he is. So Sergeant Core will stay where he is. Now it is the soldier phase.
Soldier phase.
Soldier phase for the cyborgs, which is pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is your soldier phase. So you got your robot, you got a commando here, you have 2 runners here, and a commando there. So that's quite a lot, actually.
So first things first, we're going to try to get another data token. So one of the runners is going to attempt to...
Which one? The outside one?
The outside one is going to attempt to unlock it for
All right.
So they have a will of +1.
All right, so you need a 13 or better.
They can do it. They have incentive.
20. He unlocks that data token. He sticks his dagger in there and pries open the disk drive.
So now that he's unlocked it,
Right.
he's going to move out of the way and get into cover.
Okay.
Because he does not want to get shot. He's just going to move to here, so he's behind cover.
The big toxic plume. It's hot and it stinks.
But we don't care. They can't see us.
Okay.
And we're going to be cyborgs anyway.
That's right. Burn off an arm. They'll have to give you a replacement.
The other runner is going to pick up the data token.
He's going to download it, and then he's going to run.
And he's going to make a run for it.
Run as fast as his little legs can carry him.
Yep. There's 6. Another 1.
Okay. All right.
So I've got 2 commandos and a robot left. The commando is going to shoot.
So here's one of your commandos, and he's going to shoot. Who's he going to shoot at? That trooper?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Trooper has a fight of +2.
Commando has a shoot of +3.
Okay. I got an 8. So you rolled a 10, +3 is 13. You beat the trooper. His armor is 11, so that's 2 points. That takes him down from 14 to 12. So the trooper is down to 12. Not stunned, though.
Nope, not stunned.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 1 commando and my robot left.
All right. So you have an armored trooper robot right here, and you have a commando right here.
I'm going to shoot at your trooper over there.
Okay, so this commando shooting that trooper. There is intervening. So the commando is shooting this trooper here. This trooper only has 3 points left, but he is stunned, so that gives him a bonus of +2. So he has a fight of +2, +2 for being stunned, +1 for intervening terrain. So what's that? +5 versus your +3. So fire away.
11.
11. So the commando got an 11, and I got like a 16. So didn't quite get him. I know you wanted to.
He needs some more practice at the rifle range, I guess.
There's all that smoke in his eyes. When the
Probably.
smoke gets in your eyes.
Yeah, that's probably very true.
Yeah, so the commando could still move.
So he's going to move behind this rock to get the smoke out of his eyes.
All right. So the commando is moving behind a rock. So Max the robot. Does Max think he's a human? Does he think he's a cyborg? Does he know he's a robot? Perhaps he used to be human and now he's been totally replaced, so he's totally robot.
With a human brain.
But anyway.
With a taste for revenge.
And a taste for revenge.
So he's going to shoot at the sniper.
So Max the armored trooper is going to shoot up here at the sniper. No intervening terrain.
He's got a +4 on shoot.
And the sniper has a fight of +3.
Wow.
So +4 versus +3.
All right. 17, 21.
21 for the robot. 2 for the sniper, so that's a total of 5. So 21.
What's his armor?
Not great. Armor 10.
So 11.
So the robot did 11 points of damage to the sniper and stunned him. So the sniper is down to 3 hit points and he is stunned. And Max can move.
He's going to move behind the airplane tail and get out of sight of the sniper.
Yeah, he's going to fire up his hydraulic legs and move out of the way. Okay.
So my soldier phase is done.
All right, so my soldier phase. So for my soldier phase, I have a sniper, I have a trooper, I have Smitty, I have another trooper, and this guy is the one who has coordinated fire. I have a trooper and a trooper. So there's lots of troopers running around. So this trooper is going to shoot at the commando. The commando has a fight of how much?
+3.
+3, and he gets 4 for the stump. So he's +7 versus the trooper's +3 to shoot. So I got a 14, and
15.
you got a 15, so he missed.
Yay.
And is he going to want to move? He might move. He'll move up a little bit. So he shot and moved up a little bit. Then we have this trooper here. He's going to remove his stun marker. And he is going to shoot at... I'm going to shoot at this runner.
Okay, shoot at the runner. The runner will run.
Yeah, he's going to shoot way over here at this runner who's got the data packet.
All right.
So there is intervening terrain, so that gives you a +1.
Yep.
The trooper has a shoot of +3. And what's the runner's fight?
+2.
So +3 versus +3. Shooting 16 + 3 is 19. And 7, so I beat you. So what is your armor?
Not much. Armor is only 9.
Okay, so you take 10 points. Paf!
He's got 2 points left.
All right. So the trooper shot all the way across, hit that runner, almost took him out. Not quite. Okay, so I have this trooper here who actually has coordinated fire. And he is going to shoot way over there at the runner who just got hit. All right, so the trooper's shooting over here at this runner who only has 2 points left. The trooper has a shoot of +3. The runner has a fight of what, +1?
+2.
+2. He gets +1 for intervening, so that's +3, and he gets +2 for being stunned, so that's 5. So +3 versus your +5. I got a 13, okay, versus your 20, so.
Runner's like, no, not this time, dude.
All right, so he shot, and let's see, who else do we have?
You have Schmitty, you have your sniper, and you have your other trooper.
So Smitty is fighting Captain Richter. Smitty gets a fight of +2. Captain Richter gets a fight of 1,000,000.
+3. His fight isn't that great.
All right, so +2 versus +3. Come on, Smitty. 21. Okay, versus your 17. So Smitty won.
Yeah.
21 points versus your armor of
10.
10. So 11 points off of Captain Richter. Way to go, Smitty.
Holy
Take that.
shit. I think you might have killed him. Nope, not quite.
Not quite, almost.
Yeah, he's got 5 hit points left.
Okay. Now you know what I'm going to do?
What?
It's going to be the most ruthless move in all of Wargaming. So here we go. So the sniper, seeing how well Smitty did against Captain Richter, is going to shoot into the melee.
Okay.
If a figure wishes to shoot into combat, yes, it must first randomly roll to determine which figure is the actual target. Once it's been determined, it's too late for the shooter to hold fire. It must carry out the attack. So, we're going to roll. I'm going to roll this d6 here. So 1, 2, 3, it's Smitty. 4, 5, 6, it's the captain that gets hit. 4, 5, 6. I got a 4.
Okay.
So he's shooting captain.
Yeah.
The bullet's going to go whizzing by Smitty's head. Captain Richter is getting shot by the sniper. The sniper has a shoot of +4. So what is your fight skill?
+3.
+3. We'll give him the extra +1 for intervening. So +4 versus +4. I got a 20. So that's a natural 20. +4 is 24. You got a 16. +4 is 20. The natural 20 is +5 damage. So what is that? 29 altogether, I think. All right. Wow, the sniper takes out Captain Richter. Paf! That's epic.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
I'm very proud of myself. All right, so this trooper here is going to try to open up the ship. He needs to get a target number of 14. He has no will. But he got a 20, so he did indeed do it. So that's great. Place a loot token adjacent to the figure. Roll randomly, see if it's physical loot or data loot. So 1 to 10, it's physical. It is data loot.
So you will have to unlock it.
If it's data, it is locked. So he can, well, I guess he can't do anything right now. He did open up the ship. He pried open the hull, though the defenses are still active. He did get that token, but he hasn't unlocked it yet. So there's where we are with that.
So what are you going to do with your last trooper?
My last trooper, way over here, is going to move up and try to shoot somebody. So he's going to move up to about here and take a shot at the commando who's hiding behind the stump. So that would give the commando, what, +7? And the trooper gets a +3. So I got a 2, and you got like a 12. So I got like a 4 or a 5 versus your 12. So that missed. So he was not successful. And the final action of this turn, turn 3, is the ship is going to shoot at this guy who just opened up the disk drive. So that is a +3 shot against the trooper's +2 fight. So go ahead and roll for the ship. And a 1. So does that mean it's jammed? I don't know. So anyway, it doesn't hit. Let's say it can't be jammed. So that is the end of turn 3. And even though we went a little faster today with the rules, we're still at about the 2.5 hour mark. And that's about the limit of what our equipment can handle and my brain can handle when I'm doing the editing. So we're going to call that good. But let's take a brief stock of where everybody is. Captain Richter went down. He was fighting Smitty the bum and then got shot by a sniper. So that is the end of Captain Richter. Though maybe he'll survive. Maybe they'll piece him back together. He is a cyborg, after all. Maybe he'll just become more cyborgified. I did lose a trooper. I did kill a man-bat. And I got some guys that are pretty severely wounded. This trooper here is down to 3 points. And the sniper is down to 3 points. And one of the things we forgot is that would have made him wounded. That would have given him a -2 when he was shooting Captain Richter. But since the sniper rolled a natural 20, a critical hit when he took the shot, then the outcome would have been the same, even if he was wounded. Yeah, this trooper here would have been wounded as well. The sergeant over here is trying to get into this crate, but hasn't succeeded yet. The captain, however, does have a crate, and he's in fairly good shape. He's down to 10 points, but maybe he's going to be able to get off the board with that physical loot. You actually got off the board with some data loot, right?
I did. I got off the board with some data loot.
It's very likely that this runner will escape with that other data loot. This corner of the board is pretty well controlled by the cyborgs. We have the first mate here, a commando here, and this wily runner over here hiding behind the fire plume. And then this hacker here did his job. He unlocked a data token that allowed the runner to grab it and run with it. And then Max the robot is here, and he's a little bit perplexed about watching. Oh, he thought maybe Smitty was the one who did in the captain there, but it was actually Smitty's hand-to-hand skills followed by a well-placed sniper bullet. All right, folks, well, that is our second game of Stargrave. We hope you enjoyed it. This has been Salvage Crew, the second scenario in the rulebook. And pretty evenly matched. You got away with one data token, and you're ready to get away with another one. And my big claim to fame is I shot your captain, but that was more of a fluke than anything else. So I guess I'm going to say my MVP is Smitty, who fought Captain Richter to a standstill. And who would you say your MVP is?
My runner.
Your wily runner who got away with some data. And maybe they'll reward him with a souvenir t-shirt or something to cover his nakedness.
A cybernetic arm.
A cybernetic arm. He stuck his hand in the fire plume just to get some cybernetics back at the ship. All right, folks, as always, thanks very much for stopping by. If you like the things we do here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please give this video a big thumbs up. And of course, please visit us online at our website, skirmishwargames.com, and we will be back, pretty soon, as we can, with some more Stargrave.